Welcome back, YouTube. This is Bumbry, and as promised, we are back with the continuation of our exploration of isotopes during the Waynetech event. Let's go to my isotope lab, the isotope portion of my lab, and take a look at what I've presently got going on. I do have all 4 of the thugs, guards, supervillains, and economy tactics or isotopes being used. I haven't found any of the tactic isotopes yet, but let me show you what I do currently have in effect. Right now I have my attacking thugs health being boosted. These are the melee troops specifically, so my tanks and my punks. And this is working in tandem with, if we go all the way over here to the right, this fill the tank section of this isotope is really helpful right now for me when I'm trying to get more isotopes, because as soon as a tank grabs an isotope, it immediately collects it. They don't have to go back to the exit. So that's been really handy. This one also increases the number of isotopes that I receive from each mission, and for the case of my supervillain, as I'm trying to level up Scarecrow, especially right now, I get an extra boost when I have low health at the end of the mission. It's just kind of an extra bonus if I do lose a bunch of health. I try to not, in truth. I really have that one. I really have that one engaged more for the isotope boost. And then here I have the strategic command in effect right now. It's a level 1 supervillain isotope, and it's giving me 3 extra points in my point pool, which is definitely handy. And then the fortify I have here increases my defending troop, my defending traps and turrets. Right now, I only have this one engaged, honestly, so that when it expires in 2.5 hours, I can get those 8 isotopes back, as opposed to just recycling it for 4. So let's go and take a look at the event that we presently have going on. If you weren't aware, and it wasn't obvious in my last video, yes, this area is going to always be easier to fight. This is where you started. It kind of makes sense. Where you have less risk and you go to jail for less time, you're going to have the easier battles. So I have a level 7 Waynetech mission there, level 12 in the industry district. I've been hunkering in on this level. It started as a level, I think, 25, it's now level 29 in the docks. I have not, to be honest, I have not tried a 36. A level 36 just kind of seemed a little bit out of the scope of what I feel prepared for, and I really want to use my missions to most effect and get as many isotopes as possible. So let's jump straight into this mission, or at least scouting out this mission to show you what I found. Now, some missions, well, all the missions are different. So once you beat a level or a challenge, then it is going to change, even though it's in the same location and probably looks like a same level. You're going to have a different mission, and you really have to scope out which supervillain is going to be most advantageous to you. And the real trick is, once you choose a supervillain, so in this case, I'm going to use the Riddler to take out the auto turrets, and to, actually, you know what? I might use Scarecrow, just because up here, I'm looking at things that give me the most benefit. The Scarecrow can gas people and keep them at bay while my troops do work. And then I can use his right behind you move to take out the auto turret really quickly while this is gassed. And again, my troops come in and do work. And ultimately, what I know I have to do with this base, I have to come straight through here and move my troops all the way straight on the left-hand side into here, back down and around, and then back through the door. So we're going to make a giant loop. This is to get as much out of this base as possible. You know, I take it back. I really feel like the Riddler's going to... He's got a little more health. I can zap both of these... and I can use his holograms to tank a little bit. I'm mostly saying that because I haven't leveled up my Scarecrow enough to where I just feel like his health is still too squishy for the benefits that I have for him. So anyway, the other thing before I jump in, you want to keep your troops all together. So you really don't want to use too many of your tactics other than the the tactic that reorients them and tells them all to go to one location. That's going to be hugely important. And then occasionally maybe gas a room. So we might soften things up by gassing this first room immediately. So that I'm going to do. It's kind of expensive, but you know, it leaves me with 12 more. Leaves me with 12 more points that I can do something with, which I think is pretty good. So we're going to take this guy out, just get this room done. And we're going to head on up here. We're going to send everyone up here. My tanks are a little... They're like sprinting a lot right now.
They'll never solve this one.
So hopefully my supervillain can get up here quick enough. Here we go. Let's zap this, get rid of it so it's not spawning more troops, and very quickly move in and take care of the auto turret. Ooh, zesty. So I'm going to hold off just a second before I go into that room. And zap it. Come on. There we go. All right, so everything's going pretty well. The real challenge will be Batman will show up soon. I know this. You know this. We all know this. So I need to be prepared for that. And I found the best way to stay prepared for that is by keeping everyone together, like I mentioned beforehand. So keep everyone in here. Come on, guys. Get in here. Everyone in here. So we haven't lost too many troops thus far, which is good. And I'm loving the fact that the tanks, notice the tank up there, he just took that isotope and it immediately disappeared, which is great. Oh, Batman's on his way, so we gotta be a little quicker about what we're doing. Get everyone in here. Come on, guys. Everyone in here.
Electronics are my friend.
And it looks like I'm going to lose this guy because he's being a fool up there. But, you know, it's what it is. It's what it is.
Singular brilliance
so
demonstrated yet again.
We got the 3-star on that one. We lost one troop because, you know, he got stuck trying to take some isotopes up there and got locked on the other side of a door and decided to not go around like an idiot. But at the end of the day, you did see that the strategy worked pretty well. Other than losing my mercenary and one punk, we pulled the 3-star. We got those extra isotopes right here, as you see from my perks. And again, that was this. Oops, the green one here. I'm getting 12% per mission that I do. But really, just kind of the major thing I think to focus in on here is that I kept everyone together, and you really, really need to keep everyone around your supervillain. My enforcer that died from Batman was quite obviously because he wasn't around everyone else. With Batman, if you can keep him occupied with your punks, you know, they're going to die, but at the end of the day, it's way better and less expensive than you losing your enforcer. So anyway, I hope this was useful and enjoyable to watch. As always, please stay tuned by subscribing. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what you think, what you would have done differently, and we will see you in future videos very soon.